What's good, internet? It's Capital J Productions. I'm back with another video, and today we have Ice Cube here, and he's talking about the music industry. Let's see what he's talking about, and we're gonna react to it.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. So, you know, it seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that, you know, the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
So if your theory is that the prison industrial complex, and I agree, that's an abomination. We'll start off with there. Prison should, I've done editorials on this on my show. Prison is one of those things that should not be in private hands. I did not know about this connection to the music industry, that it's the exact same people. If by that you mean that the people...
Okay, so we have Ice Cube, and he's talking about how the same people who owned the music companies, they own the prisons as well, which is something I've known about a long time. We just had Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony talk about that. I did a reaction video to that. You guys should check that out when y'all get a chance. And now we have Ice Cube saying the same thing. Now I'm going to react. I'm gonna play this video again. I'm gonna react, and I'm gonna start breaking down some things. Okay, so let's go one more time.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Okay, this is we already went over that, so this is something true. But the thing about it is, Ice Cube has been in the game since the 80s, and I believe Ice Cube have known about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ice Cube he's been in the industry for so long, and he's one of the first, you know, gangster rappers to come out. He was probably the leader as far as you know, gangster rap. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the rappers that was invited to that meeting and accepted it, because I mean, he was the one rapping about, you know, rapping about this stuff, and he never technically was a gangster, you know what I'm saying? So he had like other people come out, family members come out and say it. You know, he has no background, but he you know, he's a rapper. And yeah, so I definitely have my suspicions about Ice Cube. I think that I think he's just doing his job. I really think there's someone on the inside that's telling him that it's okay to release this information now, because you got to ask yourself, right? Why didn't he speak about these things 10 to 15 years ago, you know, 20 years ago, when he could have saved so many black men from losing their lives or end up going to prison? But now he's coming out and he's saying something now. So that's what I question about Ice Cube. But of course, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments.
The same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons.
And another thing, if you know who these people are and you coming out with this information, why don't you just drop names? I mean, you might as well. I mean, you're going to come out and say this, you know what I'm saying? You might as well come out and say who it is if you know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
So, you know, it seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that, you know, the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
Yep. And that's what's going on. And but like I said, he's been a part of, you know, West Side Connection. That was his, you know, that was his group. I mean, he has so much. He's probably have more gangster records than anybody else. You know what I mean? And he never said nothing all this time, but now he's coming out saying something. Like, I think that's very suspicious. But I want to, like I said before, I want you guys to let me know what you think. Let's finish this video. This is gonna be a short one today. Let's go.
So if your theory is that the prison industrial complex, and I agree, that's an abomination.
I believe Bill know too. Like they on these, man, you can't really trust too many people that's in this industry. Like these guys, they know. And like, come on, Bill, you're white. You know. Don't act like you don't know. You know. I hate when they try to act like they don't know, but it's obviously they're connected and they're all in it together. And it's like, bro, we kind of at this point we all know y'all know. Anyway, let's carry on.
Start off with there. Prison should. I've done editorials on this on my show. Prison is one.
Okay, so if he did editorials about it on his show, then he knew. That's my point. You can't really even trust these people. Because he said he didn't know just a second ago, but now he's said he did editorials on it on his show. Anyway, let's carry on.
Those things that should not be in private hands. I did not know about this connection to the music industry, that it's the exact same people. If
He knew. He's in Hollywood. He knew. Trust me, they know. You're around too many of the crooked people. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're too close. These are the people who produce, they write, produce. You're with these people every day. And Bill has been in the game as probably longer than Ice Cube. You know what I mean? He's been in the game for a long time. He's a big dog and he knows the game. But yeah, I wanna know what you guys think. You guys kind of see where I've, I don't really trust anybody in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, Hollywood is so fake. You know what I mean? You have Ice Cube, who played a fake gangster for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And he led so many black men to the cemetery and to the prison system. And it's like, man, it's really bad. And, I almost don't have any words for how bad of a position, in my opinion, of a position that Ice Cube is in. He just looks, at this point, he's better off not saying anything, because he's kind of ratting on himself as well. I think this is it for this video.
By that you mean that the people.
But one thing I do agree with Bill, and he said it, he don't think that that the prisons. Let me go back and see what he said real quick.
Same. Is that the prison industrial complex, and I agree, that's an abomination. Start off with there. Prison should. I've done editorials on this on my show. Prison is one of those things that should not be in private hands.
Yeah, that's what he said. Prisons shouldn't be in private. It shouldn't be owned by, like, it shouldn't be private, basically. Like, because, they don't release the information on who owns the prisons. But we all know, as white people, it's just white people own everything. They really do. And that's why they try to hide it. You know what I mean? And anything where people are trying to hide something, it's Satan behind it. Okay. No matter, this is why I'm so open. This is why I'm so upfront. This is why I don't sugarcoat nothing. This is how come, I try not to curse that much, but I know God doesn't have a problem with me cursing. It's the people that has a problem with me cursing, but I know God don't, because, he gave me the authority to curse. So that's why I say curse words, and to be honest and to be straight and to be real, English is not even my language. You know what I'm saying? It's not even my native speaking language. I technically shouldn't be in this country, and I really shouldn't be speaking this language anyway. So I don't really care too much about the English language. If you do, that's your issue. So yeah. And for those who's doubting, and if you doubt me and you think I'm lying or anything, that's on you. But I don't have no reason to lie about anything. I think on my channel you guys should see I'm very upfront and I'm very truthful about everything. So yeah, I don't have no reason to lie to you guys about anything. Because I don't really care what you guys think, but I'm just trying to. What I do know is I do know God, and I do know He's how He operates, and I know it's different for everybody. Just like He was different for each and different man of God in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same. You know, some men of God they had to kill. Some of them had to, some of them had to fight. Some of them had to be about peace. Depends on the time. It depends on, what was going on at that particular time. So it's different from person to person. So with me, he does allow me to say curse words. So that's what it is. You can decide to believe that or not. But anyway, that's not nothing related to this video. But as far as the prison system, right? Um, I mean, you can tell if you look at if you do the Google, like I was saying in another video, if you Google the numbers, the blacks were leading in the prison system as far as like as far as the race of people that's in the prison system, we're leading by a long shot. It's like it's you know as a whole, as a people in this country, we're failing worse than anybody by far. In probably every category, financially, um, or if you look at like economically, um, if you look at it from there's systematic racism, um, and like I was saying, I think I said it in a video a long time ago. We as black people, you have the Mexicans, right? You have the Mexican culture. They still have their culture. Yes, they're in this country, but they were still allowed to have their culture. They still speak their language and everything. But black people, we've been stripped of everything. We don't even speak our own language. You know what I'm saying? We've been stripped of everything we were from Africa. And so we didn't bring anything with us. We've been stripped of everything. So I think at this point we have to, start all over and really just start educating us, start talking about things, real conversations like this, like what Ice Cube and Bill is talking about. We have to be truthful. We have to be honest. We have to look at things that are bad and look and start talking about how we're going to change them. Like me, I've already changed myself, right? Like I've done all the changes that I need to do in my life, as far as like eradicating, the people who I don't need to associate with, down to myself. I changed my surroundings, changed where I stayed. Not just stay in the hood. Don't live by the black code, which is, keeping it real. I'm going to stay in the hood. I was born in the hood. I'm going to die in the hood, and keep that hood mentality. No, you have to grow. You know what I'm saying? Everything about life is growth. You know what I mean? And so that's what I can say. I can at least I'm hopeful that that's what happened with Ice Cube here, that he decided to grow and say, you know what? Well, okay, I played my part in it, but, you know, um, I grew up and I realized what I was doing was wrong, and what I mean, now I'm trying to make amends. I haven't seen this whole interview, but to me, this part of the interview comes off as the people who put him in power is the same people who's telling him, all right, you're gonna have to come out against us because we need you to still have followers, because we know you will lead people down to the cemetery and to the prison system. Now we need you to lead people to believe that you about saving your own people, but you're really not. So I mean, that's what I kind of sense about Ice Cube. I want to know what y'all think about that. I don't fully trust him. I don't really fully trust anybody. I know what I see. I can see game from a million miles away, because I know I've been taught by God, so I can see a lot that most people can't see. It's my gift. It's one of my main gifts. Um, Not only that, God has gave me a dream about a lot of these pastors, a lot of these people. I know who they really are. And I can go down a lengthy road of other stuff, but I try to stay. I'm gonna try to stay focused on Bill and Ice Cube, and I just think honestly, I just think they've been known about it. I mean, Bill is white, of course he has access to information that Ice Cube would never be able to get access to, so I can see how Ice Cube might have been in the dark, but Bill haven't. But but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I honestly want to know what you guys think. Do y'all think I'm on to something? Do you think I'm off? Let me know why. I'm interested to see why. I'm interested what you guys see, or what's going on, because a lot of stuff is coming out, and there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming out, because we're living in the new time where I know what spiritually, I know what time we're really living in, and I know what's about to happen. So, but that's what I believe in, and I'm interested to see what other people believe in, and I'm not gonna try to change you on what you believe in. And no matter what, just understand, no matter what y'all post, y'all not gonna change my mind about how I think. So if that's your motive, don't even try it, because it's not gonna happen. Because I don't allow people. It's one thing I've learned a long time ago. Don't allow nobody to get here. You don't allow nobody to get in your brain. Yes, you listen to people, you hear what they got to say, you analyze what they're saying, you can conversate with people and everything, but and you just let them know the truth, or or what you believe in, and that's it. And that's what I do on my channel. I just tell what I believe in, and the rest is up to y'all. You can believe it, you don't have to believe it. I'm not gonna cry over it. I'm not gonna be upset over it. I live a blessed life, a very blessed life. I'm a happy person. I have everything I want and need. So I don't need to see a bunch of people following me or believe what I'm saying to validate me. I know who I am, and I'm very happy who I am, and I'm just trying to better everyone. I'm trying to better, but it starts with, I got to start with my own people, and I got to start with our own faults. And we got to be able to, because black people, we have a lot of fake people. We have a lot of fake leaders. We have a lot of fake things going on within our community, and that really has to be addressed. So that's pretty much all I got to say in this video. I can go on this topic for so long, because
I did not know.
Because so many people, so many innocent people lost their lives, and so many innocent black people who's been set up by their own black people, who went to jail, lost their freedom over some BS, just believing what a song is, or trying to be a gangster, trying to be a pimp, trying to be something that these people like Ice Cube ain't out there putting in no work. Never. He ain't out there doing that. Y'all see what he's about his money. He's about his money, and he would, in my opinion, he would do and say anything to get it. So, but yeah, that's what I think. This is Capital J Productions, and y'all already know what it is. Until the next video, I'm out. Peace.